Hey, it's Insane Gamers, back again for another DS Wi-Fi battle. I haven't uploaded one of these for a while. Anyway, you may notice that the picture right now is a little bit crap. It's just because it's the beginning of the tape. After the second turn, it stops being... Whoa! Holy crap. Anyway, yeah, after the second turn, it stops being absolute shite and goes back to normal. So you just have to excuse it. Anyway, he leads with a Hitmontop, I lead with a Scyther. Oh, bugger! But you can just about see his nickname. Anyway, Intimidate, and he withdraws it, and I just went for U-turn anyway, because I didn't really want to stay in here with the Intimidate. And he goes out to a Registeel, and that sucks right off the bat, because Registeel is... well... Registeel is annoying. And the thing is about to go away right now. There we go. Okay, now you can actually see what's happening. I bet you guys are so excited. So I send in my Claydol, because Claydol can wall this thing and can hit it with some Earth powers. Now here, I didn't know whether it was going to switch or stay in, so I just went for Stealth Rock, just to get it up and, you know, be safe. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. And he goes for Curse, so now I know he's just going to keep using Curse. And I'm not really afraid of him, you know, getting that many... I'm not really afraid of the Iron Head, and he can hit me with an Earthquake if he has it. Explosion, whatever, he'd sacrifice his own guys. So I'm just going to stay in here and go for Earth Power, because, this did I just call it a Claydol? Okay. This Claydol has a lot of physical defense and a lot of HP, so, anyway, yeah. I go for Earth Power, does basically nothing, because that thing is so bulky. He goes for Iron Head, does basically nothing. So, essentially, it's just who can, you know, survive more attacks. And at the moment, I didn't know whether he had Rest or not. I was pretty sure he did, but I'm just going to keep going for Earth Power anyway, because I can. I guess, ideally, what I should have done is switch right here. I probably should have gone to the other Pokemon I'm going to switch to in a minute a bit sooner, but I didn't just because I wanted to see if I could get a special defense drop or a crit or, you know, anything like that. So, we're just chipping away at each other, basically. He's cursing and using some quite foul language, and I'm just using Earth Powers, and it's just exciting Star Wars. I mean, come on. What is it? Third turn, second turn of the battle? We're already locked into Star Wars, so... and don't worry, this battle isn't very stally. Anyway, I go ahead and use another Earth Power, and he's getting close to red, like 5 KO, and he uses Rest, so I'm just like, sigh. And I know he doesn't have Chesto, because he's got leftovers, so he probably has Sleep Talk. Anyway, now that he's asleep, and he may or may not have Sleep Talk, I'm going to switch out to one of my walls. So, come back, don't blink. Actually, I have 3 walls on this team, because I like bulky Pokemon. But anyway, I go out to Soccer Mom, the Kangaskhan, who can take any attack, because it's awesome. And I'm going to try to blow him away now with a Roar. So, he Sleep Talks and gets Curse, which I guess was okay. At least he didn't Iron Head me. But now I've got to sit here and hope he doesn't get Iron Head this turn, because it could KO me. Anyway, Sleep Talks again, and I get lucky and he goes for Rest, so I'm able to just roar him away, and that's the end of that Registeel setting up all over me. Thank God for Soccer Mom. So anyway, out comes Hitmontop, which is just like, really? Of course. Anyway, I know it can probably take a close combat, because it's a bulky one, because it has Intimidate and not Technician, so I can probably take one close combat. I'm just going to go in here and use Yawn, because I want to get this thing, like, force a switch, basically, so I can switch into something else safely. Anyway, he goes for Rapid Spin, and blows away Stealth Rocks, which doesn't really matter. I mean, I can always set it up back up again. Claydol's got full health, and wow! I recovered all of that damage back. Good job, Soccer Mom. So I go right back to Claydol because I can basically wall it, but he switches out anyway and goes to the Milotic. I thought he was going to go back to Registeel to try to wake it up. So, anyway, Milotic is not good because I only have one Pokemon on this team that I have a safe switch into, or that I can safe switch to. Anyway, luckily Stealth Rock isn't up, so I send out Arctic Uno, because we're playing Uno in the South Pole, because we win! No, I'm just kidding, that's a stupid nickname. Anyway, so this guy's pretty much a special sponge, so I can just take those Surfs and whatever else he has to throw at me. Like, that Surf did almost nothing. I can sit in here and roost all day. He's burned, so that's gonna whittle him down. He probably has Recover, but I can stay in here all day as well, so this could be another stall war. Anyway, he goes for the hidden power electric. I predicted a switch, and I went for toxic because, I thought maybe he would go back to Hitmontop or something, because I didn't know if Hitmontop had Stone Edge or not. Anyway, he gets a critical, which really leaves a dent in me. That hurt. And, of course, toxic fails, because I thought he was going to switch. So anyway, burn, doesn't really matter, because I'm sure he has recover, like I said before. So now I know I can live another hidden power electric, providing he doesn't get another crit. But he goes for ice beam. I guess maybe he thought I was going to switch to a ground type, which was, I guess, a pretty good prediction. But it does almost nothing, and I'm able to get a roost off, so Articuno is looking pretty good. This Articuno is awesome because it has Heal Bell. I didn't even know it could learn Heal Bell. That's the only reason I have an Articuno, because I needed a Heal Beller, and Articuno is just awesome. So yeah. Star War again! Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Like, we're locked in another Star War. Anyway, so I'm going to end it now, because I'm predicting him, because he knows I'm going to stay in. He's going for Hidden Power Electric. I'm going to switch out to a main net trick, predicting the Hidden Power Electric, which was predicted quite nicely. And I'm going to take that attack, and now I can start firing off some Life Orb T-Bolts. And because that Milotic is going to go below half with its burn, I know that I'm going to be able to probably finish it off. So anyway, he switches, sends out the Registeel, and I'm just like, crap, you suck, because this is going to do nothing to Registeel. Anyway, I know his entire moveset now. It's Sleep Talk, Rest, Curse, and Iron Head, so I can basically wall him. The only move he has is Iron Head. I can live one without the curse, probably two. Anyway, I've got a nice flamethrower for this thing, so this should probably 2-hit KO it from the health it's at, considering it is backed by Life Orb. So anyway, does a lot, and he sort of failed here. He didn't really, know he was going to wake up, and he used Sleep Talk. I suppose he wasn't keeping track of the turns, but I thought he was going to wake up and curse or something. Anyway, this turn he makes a really good play and goes out to a Ninetales to absorb that flamethrower. So Ninetales noms on the flamethrower, and now I sat here for a long time pondering what to do. In the end, I just decided to fodder Beanie, even though I really did need it, but if this guy's a Sash, I want to break it. I mean, I can always send out someone else to outspeed it, so that's no problem, like Scyther. But, I just wanted to see what he would go for as well. Anyway, he goes for Hypnosis and it missed, so whatever, I guess that's his Ninetales gone now. Anyway, switches out again to his Registeel to take the Thunderbolt, and it really isn't going to take this too well, because it's not going to be able to survive the Thunderbolt twice, or if I use Flamethrower. So anyway, take it down, and now I'm going to use Thunderbolt again, just in case he decides to switch back out to the Ninetales. And I know it'll KO it either way. So that's that annoying Registeel out of the way. God, I really don't like fighting them, because they're so bulky, they're ridiculous. But anyway, if that thing had Earthquake, it would have really screwed me. Anyway, see what he's going to send out next? It's a Swellow now. Now I know he's going to go for Protect, so I'm going to take this opportunity to switch out to my Choice Scarfed Medicham here. And he went for Protect, so I'm Choice Scarfed, I'm faster, and I've got a nice Ice Punch waiting for this Swellow, which will definitely one-hit KO it with Pure Power, super effective. So, bam, here comes the Ice Punch. He probably wasn't expecting that. I'm sure he was thinking to himself, what the heck, why did you send in a fighting type? But, it doesn't really matter. I take him out with the Ice Punch, and that's the end of Swellow, and Swellow would, I don't know, that Swellow's probably could get its sweep on if I wasn't Choice Scarfed. So, anyway, out comes Hitmontop again for the Intimidate. Now he knows I'm Choice Scarfed, so intimidates me. The Ice Punch isn't going to do crap to that thing after the Intimidate, so I'm just going to switch out to Soccer Mom. Now, this was a play that I was pretty proud of. Switch out to Soccer Mom. Close combat or not, I know I'm going to live it because he's a bulky Hitmontop, so Soccer Mom can take that. It won't take it very well, but I know I'll live. So, I'm going to try to bait him to use another close combat so I can switch out to Scyther and get an Aerial Ace off, because I still wasn't sure if he had Stone Edge or not. So I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to predict me to go into Scyther and use like Stone Edge or something. But anyway, go back into Oh Bugger now to take this close combat, and he takes the bait and goes for it, and I'm just like, LOLs, it worked, Soccer Mom, you rock, and I take nothing because I'm quad resisted. Anyway, so now I'm going to start firing off some choice banded aerial aces. These are going to hurt. I don't care what comes in, it's going to hurt a lot, except for a Milotic with Marvel Scale. If this thing was at more health, it would have been an absolute pain to take down, but luckily I can do enough where I can just finish him off from here, and, well, Burns, obviously, whittling him down, so anyway, finish off this guy, and he doesn't really have much that can do anything to this Scyther. Hitmontop can't do anything. Most of his guys are half dead and slower anyway. So he sends in the Ninetales. I know I'm going to be faster, and I know I'm going to KO it, so Ninetales is gone. I don't think it can get any priority. I don't know if it can get Sucker Punch, but it's probably special anyway. Completely useless critical hit there. Absolutely useless. Thank you, Scyther. Oh, so right now Peter is thinking, oh, bugger. I love that nickname. If any of you copy it, I'm going to find you. So, sends out a Leafeon. This thing is probably going to get O-code by it just because of the Technician boost, the stab, and the Choice Band. I love Choice Band Scyther, I have to say. So yeah, surprisingly, even though, well, I don't know, I shouldn't really say surprisingly. I thought he might live with a little bit just because he's so bulky, but nope. Out comes Hitmontop. Final resistance. He should have sent this out first for the Intimidate to make me, you know, like, not sweep, but oh well. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch now. This is a bulky Hitmontop, so I can probably take 3 or 4 of his Sucker Punches, providing he doesn't get a crit. So, here comes the Aerial Ace, and I'm not sure if it'll live or not. It'll probably live because he's bulky and has an Intimidate on me. So, it's going down, and he lives. So, he probably could have, I don't know, he might have been able to take an Intimidate, an Aerial Ace without Intimidate, although I highly doubt it. But anyway, that Hitmontop is really bulky. So, I'm going to finish off that guy, and that's a clean 6-0 victory. So that's my first win in LucasPKThunder's UU tournament. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time with the next battle, where hopefully I won't lose. Yeah. Anyway, see you guys next time.